Today we will discuss on respiration in life process. See how respiration takes place, that we will discuss today. Now, what is a respiration? Respiration is a process in which food is oxidized and to release energy. What is respiration? That we will write definition, because these are all the basic things. These basic things you have to know. If somebody asks, you can answer. Okay, now respiration means is the process in which food is oxidized and to release energy. This is the definition. Now in this respiration there are two types. One is aerobic respiration, other one is anaerobic respiration. So what is aerobic respiration? That these basic things you have to know. Aerobic respiration means a reaction takes place in presence of oxygen. A reaction taking place in presence of oxygen. This is the definition. Now, anaerobic respiration means a reaction takes place in absence or presence of little oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. Now, aerobic respiration, what you can see in the aerobic respiration. So, just we will see the differences in aerobic and anaerobic respirations, because this is important. They may ask in the examination. That's why we will make one separate note. Okay. So aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So aerobic respiration, takes place in presence of oxygen. So it takes place in absence of oxygen. In absence of oxygen. So this will take place in cytoplasm. So this will take place in mitochondria. And here 6 carbon glucose converted into 3 carbon pyruvate. And here also same, 6 carbon glucose converted to 3 carbon pyruvate. And here you will get liberation of carbon dioxide, water and 38 ATP. So ATP means energy. Okay. And here you will get ethanol, carbon dioxide and 1 molecule of ATP, energy. Okay, these are all the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So this you have to note down. So now, how the respiration takes place in plants, that we see how respiration takes place in plants, because just you see this is closed stomata, this is open stomata, where these gases are exchanging, that we will see a massive amounts of gaseous exchange takes place in the leaves, through pores present on leaves. See here. So this is the pore. This is open pore. This is actually pore. So here exchange of gases will take place. Okay. Also, exchange of gases takes place. This is massive. See, we have written massive exchange. That means more exchange of gases. And also exchange of gases occurs on surface or stem and roots also. Okay. The pores closes when carbon dioxide is not necessary. And next, the opening and closing of the pores. Opening and closing of pores is a function of guard cells. So these are all the important points, all discussed. They may ask in the examination. Okay. And when water flows into them, causing the stomatal pore to open. Similarly, the pore closes if the guard cells are shrink. Okay, these are all the important points that you have to note down. Now, we will move to animals. Plants we have discussed. Now we will move to animals. Some four animals we will take as example: fish, frog, humans and cockroach. Fish usually respiration takes place or oxygen absorbed in gills. Frog, it is occurred in skin. Humans, respiration occurs in lungs. And cockroaches, it is air tubes. Okay, now this is important. So that we will discuss now. Here we will discuss. So breathing is much faster compared to terrestrial animals. These are all the fish are aquatic life. Aquatic life means animals they are living in the water. Terrestrial life means animals those who are living in land are called terrestrial animals. See, usually terrestrial that means we are having a lot of oxygen to breathe. That's why we are breathing less compared to the fish because oxygen dissolved in water is very less. That's why they have to breathe fast. This they may ask in the examination. So fish breathing is much faster. Breathing is much faster compared to terrestrial organisms. Since why? Because oxygen, dissolved oxygen present in water is less. Okay. So dissolved oxygen is taken up by gills. So this is also important point. Okay. Now we will move to human beings. So these are all the important parts situated in the windpipe or from mouth to lungs. Okay. So here first one is nostrils. This is important. They may ask questions on this. And the last one is important. They may ask questions on alveoli. Okay. Now these two will discuss. Nostrils and alveoli. Nostrils it is a part which filters air. And it is having mucus. Whenever a small particles moving through a nostrils, this mucus will absorb it. That is the function of mucus. Now we will move to alveoli. See, this provides surface area that we will go here itself we will write. So it will provide surface area for oxygen absorption. Provides surface area for oxygen absorption. Okay. So what will happen here? Exchange of gases will take place. Exchange of gases will take place. Okay. It is a extensive network of blood vessels. This is the alveoli. Okay. So it is a extensive network of blood vessels. Okay. So respiratory pigment is hemoglobin. Here respiratory pigment is hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin is, so which is more affinity towards oxygen. Now what the reaction takes place here, that we will see. See, glucose after glycolysis it will take place in cytoplasm. You will get pyruvate. This is 6 carbon molecule, this is 3 carbon molecule. This pyruvate in presence of oxygen, pyruvate in presence of oxygen, you will get a 6 carbon dioxide plus 6 H2O plus 38 ATP. So this is the energy. So they may ask question on this. Okay, just you see this figure. See, this is absence of oxygen, lack of oxygen. Oxygen is there but very little, and presence of oxygen. See, up to here process is same. 6 carbon molecule in cytoplasm, pyruvate, you will get a pyruvate plus energy. See, suppose oxygen is not there, it will take place in yeast. This is important, they may ask in the examination. Absence of oxygen, you will get a ethanol. Ethanol is nothing but alcohol. Okay, plus carbon dioxide, this is C2H5OH, and energy. Okay, now lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen means oxygen is there but it is very less. Suppose less oxygen supplied to this reaction, you will get a lactic acid. So this is called cramps. So they may ask in the examination this. Due to lack of oxygen, lactic acid will form plus energy. This will form cramps. So this is very, very important. Definitely will get a question on this. Okay. So next is presence of oxygen. It will take place in the mitochondria. Okay, these are all very, very important. Okay, and this is in our muscle cells. Okay, and this is in yeast. Suppose if the reaction takes place in yeast, you will get ethanol. Suppose oxygen is less during this process, you will get lactic acid, and oxygen is sufficient, you will get carbon dioxide plus water. Plus energy. So this is very important. You may get questions on this.